How's it going, everyone? Mike here. I'm going to take a few minutes and talk about the Printful Bonanza integration update. Now, if you're not familiar with Bonanza in general, it's basically just a selling platform that had some pretty cool features, and it's fairly new. I mean, not like brand new, but it's hasn't been around as long as Amazon or eBay or Etsy, but it is a pretty cool platform. Now, if you've been working with them, and especially through the Printful integration, you would have received the email that I have, which is this one here, which basically is saying the Bonanza's POD support ends on February 1st, which is a week from now. And then as you can see here, basically this was the whole message. Sadly, Bonanza Marketplace has decided to no longer support print-on-demand dropshippers on their platform. This means that all functionality for Bonanza and Printful integration will be disabled February 1st. So this actually happened pretty quickly. Now, just to go over for those of you newer to Bonanza or somebody who isn't extremely familiar with it, this is basically what it is. If you're not familiar with this platform, I would say check it out. And then if you want to actually list some things on there, it's fairly easy, and there are a lot of ways that you can actually, I guess, sync or import products from eBay, Etsy, or other online stores. Now, but what was cool with Printful, and if you watched my videos over and over, I talk about Printful because that's the main print-on-demand platform that I work with. Just because I've worked with them for so long, I trust them. I've had no issues for years. I've processed thousands of orders. Their customer support is awesome. And basically what the news is that I'm talking about right now is that Bonanza will no longer be working with them. So what does that mean, for example, for someone like me? That means that I have personally taken a decision not to sell on Bonanza anymore. And the reason is, number one, it's not, for example, I can't compare it to eBay and Etsy when it comes to sales, because sales through Bonanza for me were extremely low. I would say the most that I would get is few a month. So in reality, for example, even if I was to make a few sales, the process of manually processing those orders through Printful, now that they're not synced, it really isn't worth my time, especially, let's say, if it's like a $4, $5, $6 profit, to spend even 5 or 10 minutes going through it and then dealing with customer support or any kind of issues. It really isn't worth it. So my decision will probably be to close the store and just simply not to work with them anymore. But it is I guess the reason I wanted to do this video is because, especially for newer people, it's worth trying certain things. So I would say don't worry if you try a platform and then it doesn't go your way, because, for example, even the way that Bonanza advertises their business, as you can see here, their tagline is everything but the ordinary. And that's basically, as you can see here, like, for example, these are the types of products that are selling. And let's say if we go through, let's say, men's fashion, because, for example, my number one selling item are t-shirts. This is the kind of stuff that you'll see. So, for example, you still see a lot of the regular, like, I'm sure that these are print-on-demand t-shirts or just shops that sell clothing. But if you actually go through some of these and spend a little more time, you'll realize that it's very unique stuff. Like, it's not just your typical, oh, here's this t-shirt or whatever that you've seen a million other times. It's actually pretty unique vintage things. Like, for example, this kind of stuff. Like, you won't get this through print on demand. Anyways, as soon as I got that email, I wanted to check out my Bonanza store through Printful, and this is the message that you'll receive. And it's basically saying that they've disabled all of the products, and the integration has been disabled. So even though the partnership ends in about a week or so, these guys are done. So, even if you make a sale right now, over the next week, you will still probably have to process these manually. Now, I have over 1,000 products live, and because I was able to sync it with my eBay store and my Etsy store, and it was picking up your rating and your feedback from eBay. I had over 1,000 reviews, and basically like it was a 5-star, 1,000 review store. But again, because of the type of products that I was selling that I have listed on Bonanza, it wasn't a huge hit because again, like I said, if you kind of go through this website, you'll see the types of things that are being sold. And if you actually do more research as someone new, I want to see where that page is. Actually, this is anyways, they have a few pages where they basically go through comparisons between Bonanza and eBay, Bonanza and other online stores, and they go through kind of like benefits of why you should sell with them. Anyways, that's kind of it. I guess the overall discussion was to talk about Bonanza and does it make sense to sell through that platform now that there's no at least Printful integration? For me, the answer is no. It's just not worth the time. If I did have an inventory of products that were selling regularly and that were kind of like vintage and collectible items and all that kind of stuff, like this kind of stuff, I would definitely stay on it. I actually find this platform pretty cool. But for now, I have to make a decision. I would much rather spend some time selling on Etsy, eBay, and Amazon than looking for new platforms. Anyways, that's it. Let me know if you guys have actually worked with Bonanza. I know that Printful, for example, has gone through a bunch of platforms that they've stopped working with. Like I remember Inktail. I was super excited years ago when Inktail was available because it was one of the new platforms that they that they integrated with. And then of course there were so many others, but it now looks like they're no longer working with Bonanza. Let me know if you guys are actually selling things on Bonanza. Maybe somebody's having huge success, and I'd love to know what kinds of things you're selling. But for now, that's the decision I made, and that'll be it.